Okay, let's see if we can make this one look good. Gonna leave it at 100. Gonna make it a negative positive, and the background colour is going to be red. Now this stupid user interface, honestly, Konica Minolta have made a shit of it, folks. Actually, we're not going to use that. Going here. But yeah, Konica Minolta just made a shit of their pieces of their photocopier design. They don't know how to do anything right. They just try to make it resemble a smartphone just so they can make more equipment, sell more equipment, should I say, so that people will it's like a gimmick. It's a very gimmicky sort of a feature to have that, and they've made it into that gimmick. Anyway, we're photocopying this Vision, which is it says where your city lifestyle starts. So it's a Chinese lifestyle magazine. I can't read fucking Chinese, folks. I can't learn. I don't have enough. I can't function well enough memory-wise, so I can't. Like my hippocampus and my short-term memory were damaged at birth due to a cord around my neck. I've got to get the diagnosis for it, and maybe. Well, I'm hoping one day they'll have bionic implants to fix the problem. Because I can't learn all these languages and things. This looks really interesting. Wondering we're going to use that. But basically I just can't learn the things that people can learn, like foreign languages. I just haven't got the ability to do it. I just don't have the capacity to learn it, but I'm not going to worry about it, folks. I'm going to get married, and I'm going to be with someone I love very much, and my disability is not going to worry him one bit. He's not going to be worried about what I can't do. He'll be just happy for what I can do. I'm going to leave it on red. So he's going to be just happy for what I can do. He's just going to focus on that. And that's the kind of man that he is, Luigi. He's the kind of guy that focuses on not on what you can't do, but on what you can do. And basically that's the kind of man that he is. He's not mean and horrible, and he doesn't belittle me because I'm disabled. I mean, no one with a disability should be belittled. But basically, it's not easy living with a disability, folks. But you got to try and use the ability that you can. You got to try and think of something you're good at and prioritize concentrating on that instead of concentrating on the things you can't do. Now that looks nice color wise, but unfortunately we've cut most of it off. But basically, you got to concentrate on what you can do, folks, over what you can't do, and that's what I've challenged myself in doing, and this is what I'm good at here, and that's the most important thing. Let's see if we can make this look good. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks a lot better. We've got her face there. All we need is to show more of that face. I'm going to enlarge it a little bit less on the vertical, and we're going to make this into something really, really nice. So the vertical has got to be less. So we've got to make it 300, and this one, we're just going to close it. We're going to leave it at 350. But that's the challenge, folks, is to focus on what you can do, what you're best at. Even if people are telling you it's not going to work or it's not going to make any money, which is common in this day and age, well, basically you've got to just go against that. Sometimes you have to go against the grain of things. You've got to basically utilise your talent rather than, like this photocopier art that I do isn't making any kind of financial profit, but it's what I'm best at. And basically I don't want anyone to try and convince me that what I'm doing is not going to work. I'm not going to have a bar of it, folks. I'm good at this, despite my disability. I'm good at this, and that's just the most important thing. And I'll make a success out of it, folks. I will. I'm positive. My dad, although my dad's an asshole, he's always told me to think positive. So now I'm going to think positive at what I'm good at, and I know that I'm good at this photocopier art, and I'm going to fucking make a big issue out of it. I'll make it into something big. I'm going to make it I'm really good at this shit. This is what I'm best at. And I like to work in my element, folks. I like feeling in my element instead of feeling like a fish out of water, which I do with other activities that I've done in the past. I just want to feel like I'm a fish swimming in the water, not climbing a tree. Why do we want to be fish that climb trees, which a lot of people have programmed themselves to do? So-called self-improvement often means people are behaving like fishes that are climbing trees. And that's just not acceptable, folks, that self-improvement is equatable to doing that. It should be capitalising on the things you're good at and what you enjoy, not doing things you hate or can't do just because the crowd says so. And we don't need this crowd-based herd mentality to tell us what to do. We do our own fucking thing. We should be individuals. We should still have social life. I'm not saying being isolated, but not being a part of the herd and doing things because the herd mentality, folks. The sheeple mentality. We have to fucking do our own thing and do it well, instead of trying to listen to other people and their bullshit. Because it often becomes bullshit when people try to tell you that it doesn't make money, therefore it's not worthy of any consideration. Because money has become the worship medium of this era. Money is the god of most people. People treat it like it's a deity, and if you don't worship money, people think there's something wrong with you. That's bullshit. But anyway, not the greatest demo on earth, but I think now we can call it quits.